Oh, right, so this is the second of my top fives, and the fact that we are in Pinball FX3 again makes it pretty obvious what this one is going to be. I've already done the top 5 worst tables of Pinball FX2 and 3. It's time to do the 5 best. Now there's a couple of reasons why I didn't do this one first. Firstly, yeah, I don't think there's really much interest in what I consider the best. Everyone always wants to hear what, you know, about games that I think are shit and what I think are the worst and all that, so there's not the interest there. Secondly, 4 of the 5 tables are tables that I've already covered, so yeah, for the most part I'm really not going to be showing you very much that you haven't seen already. So well, with that in mind,
my collection.
Let's get this underway. Now there are a few that were certainly worthy of consideration but didn't make it, including even Sorcerer's Lair, the table that you get free with the game, which, I mean, it wouldn't exactly show the game in a very good light if you know, the free table was one of the best. It is a good one, but yeah, it's not quite good enough to be up there with the best. Paranormal is another great table, but didn't quite make it. There are a few of the Marvel tables that are good, but didn't quite make it. Champions is one. Fear itself is another. Moon Knight is another. There is one Marvel table that did make it though. But, yeah. With Star Wars, there's a couple that didn't quite make it again. The Clone Wars is one. The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, they're again both decent. Didn't quite cut it. And yeah, well, there you go. As much as I hate to say it, even the Family Guy table isn't too bad. But again, didn't make it to the list. So let's actually start the list proper then, which means we go back to Marvel, because table number 5
Ghost Rider
is Ghost Rider, which I've already reviewed.
And hot seat.
So hopefully this will just be a fairly quick go. If you want the yeah, a more sort of full review, then well, check out the video I did when I was playing it on FX2. I didn't quite get the skill shot.
Not bad.
It does have several features that make this almost unique. Certainly unusual. In particular, the area of the table, which slopes in the opposite direction to the rest of it. It's the area. I do not want to do this one. There is a way of doing that, but I always have the ball saver enabled because I can never time it right.
And the show begins. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Couldn't go beyond double combo. Oh, grab the old scarecrow.
You talking to me, freak? And the show begins. I'm invincible.
I am determined to try and get the achievement on this table. but yeah, it's fucking difficult.
Skill shot.
So another skill shot we got. The skill shot is actually not that difficult to get.
Focus.
I'm gonna try and ignore that. Doesn't matter how good a table is, when it does that it pisses you off. So if I could hit that around there 3 times, that's the achievement for this table. It is fucking difficult. I don't really want to be getting combos, I want it up there. Right, one. That wasn't even close. This is the area where the table slopes in the opposite direction. That is where you lock the ball for the multi-ball sessions. In fact, as far as doing that, this has been a pretty shitty go. That one, I just hit it straight out of there, I didn't lock it. That's... okay, I thought that was going straight out.
Double combo! Triple combo! Super combo! Super combo!
Yeah, that'll do for combos. 1, 2. If I got it around that 3rd time, that would have been it. Oh, this poxy thing. Right, no. You have to use the tilt to catch it, and I don't like using the tilt. Where you don't catch the ball, you stop it going straight out. Going up against the orb. The voice of the orb appears in several Marvel tables. I don't know who it is, but yeah, he's also quite prominent in the Moon Knight table. Moon Knight is a really good table. If this was a top 10, Moon Knight would have been in there, but it's not so. It's only a top 5, and so yep, it's not there. That I thought that was going straight fucking out.
And the show begins.
The lock is lit.
That damn soul is the fantastic shiny blaze did it again. Turn now.
Alright, let's try again. Fuck you, that wasn't even close. I mean, it shows how badly I've been doing on this. I haven't had a single multi-ball session yet. I haven't even locked a fucking ball yet.
Then let's play.
I've got your back, Johnny.
The great Johnny Butterfingers.
Still
The lock is
gone.
lit.
And hit that one straight out.
I'm invincible.
Alright, we've got the Hellfire mode active.
Awesome.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, I don't know how I didn't manage that. Ah, Mephisto's mode is not one of my favourites. Because when it's his turn, if you can't use the flippers.
Deals. I see. But you cannot avoid your destiny. And the show begins.
Don't move.
Fuck yeah, I just cannot get that. I only ever managed it once in FX2, but then you only need to do it once because you've got the
The lock is lit.
you got the achievement then. Right, finally locked one ball.
Skill shot.
Let's see if we can get it out straight away and start 2-ball multi-ball.
My turn. I say mine.
See, when he says it's his turn, you cannot
And the show
use the flippers.
The lock is lit.
Second
My
right there.
turn. My turn. I said mine.
There we go.
Jackpot.
So now we can start to try and really bump up the score. Or I can just keep fucking it up. Yeah, what a fucking waste that was. I got one jackpot, so
My turn. My turn. I'm invincible. And the show begins.
alright, one more stab at getting that fucking oh fuck it hell.
My turn. Surprise, bonehead.
So handy extra million. I've never been able to start the super jets.
Surprise, bonehead.
I've never been able to start the super jets mode. And well, I won't be doing it this time either.
Game over.
Yeah, I don't even know what fucking score I got. I know it's a shit one.
You have leveled up and
What have I done as far as upgrades? I'm not going to change those.
single player results.
Yeah, that was a shit go. 13.8 million. So anyway, that is
Single player and hot
Ghost Rider then at
My
number
collection.
5. Now, at number 4,
main menu.
I first of all have to do something.
Options, audio,
You remember in
interface.
the review, assuming you've seen the review, that there is this feature here, licensed music, and if you turn it off, it doesn't play any of the licensed music, so if you upload videos, it won't be flagged for copyright strike. Great idea, except it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't do anything. So, right, I've got to turn the music volume off, which tells you that this is going to be a Star
My
Wars
collection.
table. And this one is
Star Wars, Starfighter Assault.
Starfighter Assault, the only one of these 5 tables that I have not
Single
yet
player and
reviewed.
hot seat.
So let's get this one underway. Now, as I kept on saying during the 5 worst, and I'm probably going to keep on repeating during this one,
Fighters approaching.
um,
Break right, but together, it won't last much longer.
yeah, this is not going to be a full review. This is just going to show me playing it and what have you. This mode here, you do actually fly like this in the game on this table. It's one of the video modes. So, you know, who needs Battlefront 2? Well, right, it's not quite Battlefront 2, but you know what I mean. The atmosphere is not going to sound right because there's no music.
The Galactic Empire.
So, yeah, I have to put up with that. Anyway, so you can choose your side. You can be either the Empire or the Rebellion. No surprise, I am always the Empire. So, the music that it normally plays, it will surprise no one that it's the music that plays during the during Star Wars, the first one, 77 film, whilst the Millennium Falcon is taking on the pursuing TIE fighters. I know that piece of music has a particular theme. I haven't got a fucking clue what that theme is, but or you know what the title is. So trying to get it into the mission hole there because it's will start another video mode. The first mission anyway is another video mode. So yeah, there's a lot of content in this table. So here we go, mission 1.
Intercept the approaching rebels. I expect flawless execution.
So the more TIE fighters you have that survive this level, the bigger the bonus you get. So you have to destroy the required number of enemy ships to get through this level. Each mission has actually 2 phases, so this is only phase 1 of this particular mission. So I've got 6 more to take out.
Finish now.
There we go. There is a time limit, so you can't hang about.
Power on the turrets and shoot down those rebel fighters.
So yeah, now we've got to keep hitting the flashing lanes and not let the ball go straight out like I did there. What a complete fucking bollocks up that was. Well, anyway, you've seen one of the video modes, but I can tell you now from the way I was played then, you're not going to see the other video mode, which is a shame because it does look great and it plays really well, but it's not easy getting to it. I would be very surprised if I managed it. The other thing that I think is particularly good about this table, and one of the reasons why it's number 4, is that the layout is constantly sort of changing because of that end section there that the ball was right by. As you go through that slot there, you can see it's constantly moving around, so it constantly changes whereabouts in the table it then places the ball. So yeah, there is an awful lot of variation on this table, and yeah, I do quite like it, to put it mildly. As you can also see, you do have to hit the ball pretty fucking hard to get it. Fucking hell, that was close, and then it fucking went straight out anyway. Right, last ball. Not going to do anything with this one, I don't think, because yeah, I don't seem to quite have the or whatever it is. I just haven't got it today. I could have done with getting that right fail safe a few seconds earlier. And I can hear it's just started pissing down the rain outside.
Commendations received.
Because if I had the music playing, as I wish I fucking did, I wouldn't have been able to hear that it's pissing down outside. Last I was actually able to fucking hit something. You can quite clearly hear as I start phase 2 of mission 1 again. As you can quite clearly hear, without the music, it really does suffer. It's just, you know, there really is something missing. Gonna hit the flashing lanes. There we go. You've got to avoid the unlit lanes. It's not just a case of, yeah, it's not just a case of hit the flashing lanes, great, but if you miss them, you know, oh well, just keep trying. No, it don't work like that. You've got to avoid the lanes that are not flashing. So I'm doing okay so far, but yeah, it's when it wants those lanes up the top that it's, oh fuck it, that's when it is, becomes pretty bloody difficult. Oh, fucking hell. If I hit the bumpers and they keep charging, they will charge the main guns. So suppose, yeah, that means that if I do hit that particular lane, it's not such a problem.
Good shot.
There we go. The gun started up just then. Shouldn't have done that combo. Let's try and get the guns firing again. Alright,
You have failed.
Fuck that up. Phase 2 of mission 1 is a damn sight more difficult than phase 1.
You have failed the Empire.
Yeah, tell me something new. Again, I don't know what my score is. The trouble with the imported tables from FX2 is obviously they were not written for this game.
Upgrades.
Yeah, I didn't have this game in mind. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't show you your score before it asks you to put in the name. Sometimes it doesn't play the entire audio or even an entire animated sequence before the entering the name comes along and interrupts it.
Congratulations.
That's no fault of you know, the tables. Right, well I'm now up to level 36. Let's just quickly customise my appearance then. Like I say, I've just got in the habit of always using the particular customization that I unlock. So there we go.
Single player results.
Yeah, terrible. 20 million. My best on this is 85 million. On FX2 I did get over 100 million. So yeah, it's got a good scoring rate. It's not ludicrously fast, it's not ridiculously low, but yeah, you are going to be playing on this table for a fair while to get a score of, you know, 85 million, let alone 100 million. But yeah, I am quite the fan of it. I will review this table at some point, obviously, but I don't have a huge amount of tables that I think are absolutely superb left to do, so I keep putting this one off. But yeah, it is coming. So anyway,
Single player and hot seat.
that then is Starfighter Assault, table number 3. Now, what I will do is get the music back on, because none of the other tables have any problems music-wise. So next then, table number 3. This one is Dorado, which I reviewed quite recently. I mean, if you watch my Pinball FX2 videos, then yeah, you'll have seen this one not all that long ago at all. So this is not showing you anything that you are unfamiliar with. This is quite an old one actually. This is from one of the Zen table packs that were released fairly soon after Pinball FX2 was first released, which is one of the reasons why, compared to, you know, a lot of tables that came along afterwards, this is quite basic, quite simple, and is a bit of a cunt when you keep fucking it up. But I like the layout. I think the difficulty level is spot on. Well, it is if you're playing it in FX2. In FX3 they changed several parts of it. Some of the changes are okay, some of them are not okay, so yeah, it's a bit hit and miss in FX3. But yeah, in FX2 I think it's fantastic, and it is definitely one of the, well, clearly one of the best in FX2, because I've got it at number 3 of the best tables of the entire series. Graphically I think it looks great. I think the audio suits it really well, and yeah, the layout is well done. It's not too cluttered. I would say it's not too empty, but providing the layout's well done, I don't think a relatively, you know, empty table is that bad. Now, my best go of this on Pinball FX2 was over 70 million. In FX3 I've so far only managed 8 point something, so yeah, there is a yawning chasm between how well I did in the first and now. Did that? Yeah, that gave me 10 million just for that one fucking shot. So this is already my best ever go from that one shot. Okay. Fucking hell. I made a real fucking meal of that. I didn't read that scrolling message, so I don't really know what I'm meant to be doing here. I'm guessing I've got to hit these specific flashing targets.
Wow.
So one's in the right place, but yeah, the other one didn't go in there. And one went out, but
Hurry up.
yeah, see, this table now has kickbacks. In FX2 it doesn't have them. You keep resetting the ball save, or reactivating the ball save. Again, didn't get them both in the right place. So this mode could go on for a while, as I keep trying to... Yeah, mission failed, and then the second ball went straight out after it. Largely thanks to me completely making the right bollocks up of it. Oh, fuck it hell.
Look into the map.
Ah, you fuck. There we go. Oh yeah. The old overpowered bumpers doing their usual thing of pissing them off. But clearly Zen Studios think they're great and want them featured, because now, like I said in the review, every table in FX3 has them now, including those that didn't have them when they were in FX2. I am far from happy about that, but you know, what can I do? I'm only one of the paying customers. Mind you, Zen Studios do listen to their customers more than, say, fucking Frontier Developments do. Then again, who fucking doesn't? Well, that's the plan. I did okay there. 4-leaf clover doesn't get you very much, but believe it or not, I am trying to actually hit the ball into the idle there, and there you go. I just wasn't getting close.
Hurry up.
Multi-ball wrist session waiting to start. There we go.
Jackpot increase.
Yeah, I'd rather collect the jackpot than just increase it. Wasted that one. I've been wasting just about every multi-ball I get lately. No, that's right.
Magnificent.
I don't know what I did there, but it was magnificent. Another 4-leaf clover, not what I need. Oh god, back spasm. Oh no, I can't. Anyway, well, that is my best go of this table in FX3 by a fucking distance. And even if I hadn't got that 10 million bonus, I still would have got my best ever go. So why have I used that? What's a fucking waste of time? There we go. Right, use those two.
Single player results.
So there you go. Yeah, new high score 21.6 million. It's still pitifully low compared to my best in FX2. I'll say that's in the 70 millions. But 21 million is a significant improvement over what I did have. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So anyway, that is El Dorado, third in the top 5. Next, we don't have to move too far to get to it, because at number 2 is Epic Quest, which
Single player and hot seat.
again, I've already covered it. So again, if you want to know how to play it and have a more in-depth review, then it's the one I've already done. But here you get the choice of continuing with your character or starting again with a new one. You didn't have that option in FX2, so I'm quite pleased to see that. Oh, fucking hell. So this is one table where one go can last a fucking age. My last go in FX3, I scored 106 million. That took me fuck knows how long.
Your ill-gotten loot will soon be mine.
That's going straight out, yeah. Again, bumping between the overpowered bumpers, and then it gets put in a position where there is absolutely fuck all you can do to stop it going out. And yeah, and people seem to want that feature, and they think I'm the weird one for saying I want that feature to go and get fucked. Which I say feature. I mean, it's not a feature, it's a fucking cunt, is what it is.
A classic combo. Sorry, Evil. I'm back.
And again!
Give up? Haha, I am not yet
Fucking
begun to
sack
loot.
of shit. So I've scored 727,000. Nowhere near a fucking million
Elemental
yet.
Scroll. Gotta get them all.
I think I've finally scored a million, which is a good job because I'm playing this like a fucking John Gage. Yes, I have scored over a million. Just.
That's your blindness doesn't scare me.
I used that scroll, there we go, so I've got 1 million points for using the scroll against the bats. That's the first time I've ever been able to actually use the scroll against bats. Which have had that fucking kickback.
Hurry up!
Make haste. Smack. That's how it's
Okay,
done.
so we now get the relaunch. Yeah, hit that way too hard. Another magic scroll obtained. Right, now we'll fight Monster Ghost. So anyway, with this table, again, I like the layout. I particularly like it in FX2 because the side bumpers aren't for fucking cunts. And graphically it's great, and the audio is fine, and the humour throughout it works well. So yeah, this table is definitely it has a reputation of being a classic, and it fully deserves it. It's a great table. So yeah, it's not surprising that as far as I'm concerned, there is only one table in the game that's better than it. So I started the multi-ball early. If ever there is a table in Pinball FX2 or 3 where I always waste the multi-balls, this is it. I am absolutely fucking hopeless at keeping the multi-balls going, especially when one goes out like that.
Jackpot! Almost.
And there you go. Yeah, that pretty much typifies my how well I do with the multi-ball. Alright, we'll go up against the veteran bandit.
Let's see what treasure you've got in your evil clutches.
I don't know if it's just this because I come from Essex, but these days veteran bandit conjures up the kind of images that shouldn't be in a game of any kind. Anyway, so 8 million for that one. There's no way I'm putting my fucking name to that. So yeah, I can't hit the skill shot frequently enough for it to be worth me using that. So that is Epic Quest. So the second best table in the game. I should have actually said at the start of this video that I highly doubt anyone will agree with me as far as like what I consider to be the 5 best. And they certainly won't agree with me with the table that I have at number 1. So we'll just come straight out with it. It is Mars. The reason I think this is the best one is because rather like you know, gaming and arcade coin-op games and everything else, I am somewhat old school, and the Mars table really does play like an old school pinball table. There are, you know, ramps and targets and everything else, but the table isn't, you know, completely cluttered with them. You know, it's not a glut of ramps everywhere. And despite the supposed sparsity and supposed lack of features, as so many people complain, it's a great table. There's a lot of features on here. It scores quite well. I mean, if you are absolute shit at it, then yeah, okay, you're not going to get, you know, massive scores, but it gives you plenty of scoring opportunities. But yeah, it's not constantly showering you with, you know, millions upon millions upon millions. You do actually have to do something in order to get like the high scoring, you know, rewards. Fucking hell, I made a right bollocks up on that. Good job I had that kickback activated. So I've got that ball scanned as well. How many balls have been scanned? 3, 4. One more. And it would have to be the most awkward place. Oh, there we go. Again, my highest score on FX3 is something in the region of, I think it's 48 million, whereas in FX2 I did manage to get over 100 million. So yeah, it's a long way to go before I can get that sort of score on this. Believe me, you are playing this table for a long fucking time if you're going to get you know, a 100 million score.
We are running low on fuel. Refill the tanks. Fantastic.
Got to get it into the centre sinkhole like that. So again, it's hit the flashing lanes.
Amazing.
Like that. And then into the centre sinkhole again. There we go. And then the final time, fill the third tank. There we are.
Awesome.
And hit the centre sinkhole the third time. If I can. There we go. Mission accomplished. 15 million for that one. Not bad. I keep getting this one where it's collecting samples. Thing is, if I can do this mission where it has to collect the ball 5 times, that's the achievement for this table. But no, I just can't get close to it. I'm hitting the flashing lanes, but it doesn't seem to be starting anything. Let's try this one. There we go. Oh, fucking hell. So, scanning the ball again. There we go. Oh, not even close. Because I've already done this mission once, so well, okay, I'll take it if I can do it a second time. Oh, that was close. Right, so that's 4. One more. Not there. Oh, you fuck. Oh! Another 1/10 of a second longer and it would have done it. Oh, what a fucker. Ah, there we go, it started it again. That's handy. So I got the 5 million straight away. So next mission then is to get the satellite scan underway.
Nice shot. Amazing.
Oh, fuck it. I just cannot fucking get it in that one flashing lane there. Right, one more attempt. Wasn't even close. That's as close as I've got it yet. And there. There we go. So now I just hit the spinners. But I also have to send the ball right round.
Awesome.
And now around the other way. Try that again. No, not that way. I keep fucking hitting it too early. Alright, at last, sending it this way. There we go. But it's not gone round, so it didn't count. I didn't hit it hard enough. There we go. So 2.5 million for that one. It's the collecting the samples again. I just cannot fucking get it. It doesn't help that it puts it in the most awkward place. Oh, here we go. Yes, and again. Got two. Three. Two more. One more. Come on, you fucker. There we go. Gotcha. So, another 2.5 million for that one. Again, this video is significantly longer than I planned. So again, I've got to hit the spinners. Oh no. I've got to hit the flashing lanes. Now I've got to hit the spinners. So I've got to get that dotted bar all the way across. Not like that. Ah. Ball went under the fucking spinner, so yeah, it didn't count. Ball scan again. Okay, that was not how I planned to do that, but I'll take it. See, now that it's putting it in an easy place. There we go. One more. Ah, here we go. Again, last one, and I'm going to keep fucking it up. Oh, there we go. Well, this is now the best go of this table that I have had on the FX3. So I've now past 50 million. So again, my intention of this just being a short video have, yeah, it hasn't worked out. Trying to get it into the mission sinkhole there, the middle one. There we go.
Fantastic!
No, not there. Oh, you
Houston,
fucking
we lost
prick.
you. Houston!
I can't remember if that was ball 2 or 3. I've got some decent bonuses, 8.4 million. So I'm up to 60 million. And yeah, that was only ball 2. Ball 3 will get wasted though, as I say, there's always one ball that's wasted. That was a terrible fucking attempt at a skill shot. Alright, so again I need to hit the mission hole there. So 3 flashing lanes. None of them. That. Thought that was going straight out.
Amazing.
Right, well that's one. Not how I planned to get it, but they all count.
Awesome.
That's the second. Oh, fucking hell. My cat-like reflexes weren't quite up to getting the third. Now, oh yeah, something I forgot to mention at the start of this video. I've noticed that already I've had the predictable response. Some cunt has come along and watched it, and their reaction has basically been, he doesn't like my favourite table. I'm going to show him. I'll click on an icon on the fucking video. That'll make him wish he'd never done it. And fucking the pathetic fucking heap of shit. I don't know who it is, but I mean, what a fucking stinking fucking mound of knob cheese he is. So I mean, and I dare say the same's going to happen with this. You know, someone's going to say, oh, his favourite table is Mars, it's not my favourite table because I think V12 is the best, so I'm going to fucking vote it down because that's what a fucking hard man I am. Yeah, I gotta admit, I do sometimes wonder why I post on YouTube, because there are so many people on YouTube who I have nothing but utter contempt for. Just cannot get that last fucking flashing lane. And straight down the middle. Oh, that is it then.
Houston.
So my final score is 62.1 million. So I told you I was going to... Oh, fucking hell. I didn't know I had an extra ball. Or don't tell me that was just ball 1 that I did all that scoring on.
Skill shot.
And then I get a skill shot on top of it. Fucking hell. Okay. That was the ramp that I've been trying to hit for fucking
Pyramid
ages.
has just appeared on Mars.
So let's see if I can reach 70 million. Not with reflexes like that, I won't.
Mission initiated.
And ball scanning one again. I really don't need it fucking constantly jumping around in front of me when the ball's coming down. Alright, so one more ball scan. Oh, fucking hell, there we go. Need the middle sinkhole again, the mission sinkhole. What the fuck was that? That's going straight down the middle.
We lost you.
There you go, so I don't think I've reached 70 million. Oh yes I did, 71.1 million. So yeah, I am quite happy with that score, to put it mildly, especially as I also got the achievement. So what's that done to the upgrades? Yeah, they're the same ones. I'll use those. I'm sure there is a multi-ball mode on Mars, but I don't remember ever being able to get to it. But anyway, that then is Mars
Single player results.
table number 1 as far as I'm concerned. Like I say, I don't expect everyone to agree. In fact, I don't expect anyone to agree. But yeah, for me, Mars is the best table on here. Simple as that. So top 5 then to recap. 5 Ghost Rider, 4 Starfighter Assault, 3 El Dorado, 2 Epic Quest, and number 1 is Mars. So that brings this top 5 to an end. I am sure there will be more to follow at some point. I don't know when, and I don't know what they will be about, but there will be some more. So yeah, that's that one done, and well, there you go. So off you go.